Now back onto the back straight for the women's D 1500. Hip number 1, Charlotte Adlington of Mentone. Number 2, Sarah Watts of Ballarat YCW. Number 3, Greta Ashley of Ballarat YCW. Number 4, Kayla Schwulo of Mornington Peninsula. Number 5, Claudia Paul of Chilwell. Number 6, Kushi Diol of Box Hill. Number 7, Sally Morrison of Mentone. Number 8, Grace Young of Collingwood. Number 9, Joanne Pratt of Casey Cardinia. Number 10, Jasmine O'Reilly of Chilwell. Number 11, Ava Dluzniak, unattached. Number 12, Bella Eno of Frankston. Number 13, Mairead Spark of WTN. Someone's going to have to help me out with
Williamstown.
that one. Thank you, Williamstown. It's happened 3 times. Number 14, Kayla Bridges of Eureka. And rounding it out at number 15, Aisha Kassaby of Box Hill. So a few of the lone Box Hill athlete actually there on the home turf tonight. So it's been a fantastic night of racing, and I'm sure the girls here in the women's D 1500 are going to build upon that. The sport is just always built on the pillars of fun. So we'll see how much fun these girls can have out here in the women's D 1500. And we're in the starters' hands just about here.
So a bit of a spread of times in this field, 5:20s all the way down to 6 minutes for the last of those 15 athletes. 1:25s would be the time that they'll be hoping to go through, and if they are running an even race. But we haven't seen too many even races tonight, have we, Mitch?
No, we've seen a lot of hot first laps, so a lot of people out here really trying to make themselves known from the gun, which we love to see. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these girls pace it. I was absolutely lost when you blokes were explaining all the splits earlier, so that was maths that I couldn't do. So I'm going to leave this one to you, Mick, to be able to tell me how even this all is.
I'll give you updates as we go through, Mitch. Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
I think there's a slight delay on the start line, just as we're looking at the finish line from the commentary box here. The few officials are talking to the 5 or 6 athletes that we think all got a 4:31, trying to work out exactly point what they finished in, and they got pretty blank looks back at them. So I don't know. You guys timed me, didn't you? You were watching. I was just running.
I was just chucking my left foot in front of me right. So.
Few clipboards and biros furiously marking down there.
And the boys don't really seem too phased. They're happy to just walk off and let the officials sort it out. So they might be similar to me. You don't want to know the mass of it. Just tell me the end result. So I think we're on here. Maybe the start is sort of waving the gun around a little bit there. It's a little bit distracting. So a big heat again of 15 girls. There's still a lot of people here, Mick, I would say, as we're just ticking over 9 o'clock now. Still a lot of people out and supporting their athletes or friends, family, whoever you're supporting. So it's great to see here for the 20th time I mentioned the home of PB's Box Hill Athletics Club. And we'll see that in full action this Saturday at the Zatopek with an Olympic spot potentially on the line for both the men and women. So great to see so many events down here at Box Hill.
Absolutely. It's been an opportunity for this track and club to showcase the venue this year and what an event they can put on for the athletics community in lieu of Lakeside being resurfaced at the moment. So it has been good to enjoy athletics racing at, as you said, the home of PBs here at Box Hill Athletics Track.
Yeah, absolutely. And these girls are going to get out extremely fast here. I believe that's Kayla Schwulo of Mornington Peninsula. I should have eaten more carrots when I was younger because I can't really see across the track there. So as they get closer to us, we might be able to pick it. But I believe that's Aisha Kassaby of Box Hill who's going to lead them out on the home track there. As the rest of the field, this is actually probably one of the most strung out first 200 metres we've seen of the night. So it must be a pretty hot pace here. As we see, Kassaby's going to take them through at least through the first 200 as we start to get a read of the athletes here. That is Kayla Schwulo of Mornington Peninsula in 3rd place, and in 2nd there, right on the shoulder of Aisha Kassaby, and that would be Kayla Bridges there.
And it's Ava Dluzniak, the unattached athlete, who is leading everyone through, it looks like.
Yeah, I think
with
you're
hip
right there.
11. And definitely is Kayla Bridges from Eureka right up on her shoulder. Will she be taking the trip back to Ballarat the Savo or this evening with some Maccas in her belly?
Well, if she runs extremely well, and they've gone out at a good pace, I think they went through in about 1:16.17 there, Mick. So I'm going to leave that to you because maths is certainly not my strong point. As the unattached athlete is still going to continue to lead them out. And she is looking quite comfortable there. There's leading two. They've got about 10, 15 metres on the other two behind them. So everybody's sort of running in pairs here. Not too many left in no man's land. So
it was a quick start across the field. As we've seen in the last few races, the whole field has gone through that first lap in under the time that the lead racers or the lead seed times probably want to get. And so we've seen a few quick starts in the 1500s, but we've seen a few good PBs as well. So we'll see how they fare across the next couple of laps.
Yeah, and that is Delisny actually still in the front there, an unattached athlete who is racing with the Box Hill singlet on. So unsure whether she is a Box Hill athlete, but as we now see Kayla Bridges make her way around to the outside, and behind them there in third place is Sarah Watts of Ballarat YCW. Shulov right behind them there. Bella Eno of Frankston behind them, and in number 6 there is Kushi Diol of Box Hill. So we start to see these girls, they're spreading out a little bit of movement behind them there. But it's great running up the front there as we'll get the split through the first 800, and that's going to be running about 2:43. So all looking strong there, Mick, I would say.
Absolutely. And it gets a little bit harder as we get into this third lap. Everyone says the 1500s are made in that third lap. Just got to hold on. Anyone can run a fast first lap. It's not too hard to close if you're feeling fresh, but you've got to hold on for that third lap. And especially when you're spread out, there's no one else around, it is particularly hard to do. So we do see these athletes probably spread across about 150 odd metres now.
Yeah, and we see the two actually in second and third place there working quite well together. And as I say that, Sarah Watts of Ballarat YCW starts to break away from the third place there. So Kayla Bridges is still out in front. She would have about a 10-15 metre lead, 500 metres to go. But watch out for Sarah Watts. She is the danger right now in second place. As we see Ava Delisniak still there in third, and our Mornington Peninsula athlete and Shulov is in fourth place. But Kayla Bridges, she's going to hit the bell and she's going to want to get into gear now. 3:50 on the clock. So she has about 15 metre lead there on Sarah Watts of Ballarat YCW. That is still Ava Delisniak there in third place as the rest of the field now maybe starts to make a few moves. We've seen Kushi Diol move up through the field there, but all eyes are still on Kayla Bridges, and she is moving away from our second place athlete, Sarah Watts there from Ballarat YCW.
Yeah, Bridges is on track to get a PB if she closes strongly. She's probably got about 5 seconds up her sleeve if she just hangs on. The rest of the field, depending on where their PBs lie, might be around the mid 5:30 mark. So we'll see how they close in late stages. It is getting increasingly difficult to make out the athletes on this dark track.
Yeah, well, she is flying. She has put her foot down. She said, see you later. If she hadn't said it before, she said it now. So 150 metres to go. Kayla Bridges there of Eureka. She's going to come to 100. She's certainly made the trip worth it, and this has been a dominant performance. She bided her time early, and now she's going to reap the rewards of what she did later in the race. Kayla Bridges now coming down 50 metres to go, and she's only getting stronger and stronger. She's not going to rest on her laurels. She's going to hit the line and hit it hard here, and she's going to come through at 5:08, 5:09, 5:10 on the clock.
10-second PB if you don't mind.
And we now see Schwulo of Mornington Peninsula come through for second, and that's also Kushi Diol, so she's moved her way through, and she's just going to get Watts on the line there, as we now see Joanne Pratt come through. Delisniak, who did a lot of work early. Claudia Paul now coming through to the line. Greta Ashley as well there. Now we see Jasmine Orelli come through. Bella Eno now through the line. And hip number 8, Grace Young.
And just having a very quick glance of the athletes and their PBs that they came through the line. I think the first 8 or 9 in that race all collected PBs with their seed times ranging between 5:20 and 5:35. Most of them finishing under their respective times there.
Yeah, well, that was great racing. And you know, Kayla Bridges, she just, when she put her foot down, she was gone. No one was going to get within a sniff of her. So that's fantastic racing. And to have 8 girls, you know, run a PB on a beautiful night down here at Box Hill early in the season, it's a great confidence boost. And it's just followed the theme of great racing all night, Mika. So it's great to see everybody still